I mean, this armor, guys, it's like... Dude, just keep it in the bedroom, yeah? Hello, and welcome back to All of My Friends Are Dead. Now, we just barely managed to save Ariadne, thanks to the help of a mysterious stranger who may or may not be the devil. Just putting that out there, it's a possibility. I hope it isn't, but you never know. So now we're trying to save Mad Eclipse, even, who is being burned at the stake. Because he can use magic, apparently. Because everyone just forgets there's times that he helped everyone out, you know, saving people's lives and shit. But no, that's... just burn him at the stake. Oh, this guy again. You were camped on the side of a road one moonless night when a familiar pair of yellow eyes suddenly appears beyond the light of the campfire. You have glimpsed your doom, I take it. The curse is in the cards, you know. He limps from the shadows to sit next to you, although somehow the fire fails to illuminate his form at all. The spell that will be your salvation requires several unique ingredients, the cloaked figure explains. Your first will be to harvest the horn of a diabolic creature. I know of one that will be easy to overcome, he says, producing a silver whistle from his cloak. Strike quickly, though, he pauses to add, or it may escape and you will spend countless lifetimes regretting it. The whistle releases a sharp note and a fiery portal appears between the two of you. A short, horned creature steps out as the portal closes again. Oi, Philly, is she cold? The devil asked, looking up at him. The child-sized creature seems oblivious to your presence for the moment. Should we strike the devil from behind, or ask it for... Never ask the devil. His words are his weapon. With a mighty blow to the head, you knock the devil unconscious. We have knocked Satan unconscious, given Satan the good old 1-2. Soon you remove one of the beast's horns and hand it to Theophidius, who places it in a sack made from the same dark material as his cloak. That will do for the first element. I must immediately prepare it, Theophidius says, turning to leave. What about the devil that's still, you know, there? And do not be here when it wakes up, mortal. It will be angry, and you have not the means to kill it. We can just render it unconscious, apparently. Okay, general store. Okay, we've got a fair bit of food. So what equipment have we got? Nothing we can afford. Haven't really got much gold this time around, have we? Which one are we wearing, actually? I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, we're wearing Berserker's Creed, so we can sell our leather armor. 5 gold. No, not much, but it'll do. How much armor do you get from Berserker's Creed, actually? No, we'll keep it just in case we want to armor up later on. As it's only 5 gold, we're not going to get much out of it anyway. Okay, onwards! Oh, this fucking guy again. You return to the fine mansion of Lord Apollyon and are granted an immediate audience. You say that another of your friends is in peril? I can't remember how his voice went, it's been a long time. Lord Apollyon remarks, how fascinating. You relate some detail as to Mad Eclipse's situation. We live in dangerous times indeed, Apollyon says, shaking his head. Do you have a plan to save Mad Eclipse? Lord Apollyon asks. You explain that you have not yet visited the village of Runstock to assess the situation. I expect you want to travel there immediately in order to save your friend. Would you like to transport there? Sure. My butler will show you to the stables. Take Bluetail, she's the fastest. Lord Apollyon's stables turn out to house an extensive array of animals. You are helped onto Bluetail's back and the griffin rises into the air. Oh, nice.
So the noose begins to tighten, and we question the very stakes.
You arrive on the outskirts of the village of Rumstock, where Mad Eclipse is being held captive. Approach the village. A wooden stake with brushwood piled around it stands in the village centre. A few peasants stand around talking eagerly about the impending doom of the so-called necromancer. You track down the town mayor, who, despite your pleas, refuses to consider sparing the major's life. Well, I'm gonna have to kill you then. The critic asked him, just saying, I don't want to do it, but if you're trying to burn my friends alive, then heads are gonna roll. Literally. They're gonna roll into the goal because I'm gonna play football with them. The creature is bound head to toe in blessed iron, and he'll be staying that way until the burning under a full moon. Good, decent folk from this town have been murdered, and I want to see that they receive justice. You plead Mad Eclipse's innocence. And who are you that we should listen? The mayor exclaims. I love doing these shitty voices. It will take more than a word of a nameless mercenary to fear this creature from darkness. I've got 8 fate, mate. What do you want? Let's go back to Lord Apollyon. Hey, mate, I need to be famous. Have you got any weird voodoo shit that can make me famous? Confess that you cannot convince the village. Those dreadful peasants in the provinces can be savage folk, Apollyon declares, but I have a solution. If you will but play the cards once more. If you win, then I'll use my considerable influence to spread word of your great deeds and service to the people. Bards will sing your praises across the Empire. The rabble love nothing more than a hero, a real defender of the people, Apollyon explains dryly. If it helps, I'll even have my personal herald accompany you. Your needs are more particular in this case, so I must insist that you up your ante. If you win, you must stay and entertain my guests with tales of your adventures. That's a spirit, he exclaims with a laugh. Another win, Apollyon exclaims. You're adept at both combat and the finer arts. I shall make plans with my associates tonight to support your cause, Apollyon declares. By the time you reach Rumstock, your name will be legend. Phew.
Fame alone has got you here. Let action carry you forward.
Yes. 32 fame, goddamn. Now you're gonna listen to me. Most famous man in this fucking entire world. Release, my boy, immediately. As you approach, a woman tending a garden spots you. She sends her child to fetch the mayor, and minutes later a throng of other villagers approach, led by a balding man. Look, someone calls out, the ear of the Empire is in our village. We're here for the demon, of course, the mayor says as he approaches. You must have heard that we captured it ourselves. Peasants all cheer. Don't worry, the mayor continues. We intend to burn it during the full moon. Yeah, get on the stake yourself, lad. You ask the mayor to take you to Malaclips, who you find sitting in a small cell bound in silver chains set with glowing runes. With some effort, you manage to convince the mayor to release him into your custody for proper disposal. I'm sure you know what's best when it comes to creatures of the underworld, the mayor says. But we have the fire planned and everybody is coming. Perhaps you could stay just until the full moon? He asks hopefully as you lead Malaclips away. Jog on, mate. At the edge of the village, the mayor reluctantly removes Malaclips' chains and stands well back as you leave. Thanks, Malaclips says. Those country folk weren't kidding around. He goes on to relate how he was set upon as he entered the village, being accused for some local murders involving magic. It sure seemed that they knew I was coming. And where do they get those anti-magic chains from? You fill Malaclips in on what happened to Ariadne. What about Estrella and Colbjorn? He asks as you begin your journey back towards the capital. Good question.
So many enemies await you, and so many would stop you moving forward.
The next day you stop to rest at a small inn. There are a few other patrons as you consume a sparse meal before retiring to your room. Moments later you hear a noise at the window. It suddenly opens, allowing a hooded stranger to slip inside. Relax your sword-arm, mercenaries, the woman exclaims, warding you away with an open hand. I seek only to deliver a message, that your colleague, Colbjorn, has been acquired by the guild. You see, she continues, leaning against the windowsill, with recent setbacks to our income potential, we've had to expand our enterprise with kidnapping and so on. An rival tribe has an impressive bounty on your friend's head. It's all just business. For only 150 gold, you can buy your friend's life back. Bring the gold to the East Market Square and someone will contact you. Otherwise, well, I can't say how you'll be treated by those barbarians. Cloaked Whipman says as she ducks back out the window, vanishing into the darkness once more. Colbjorn can handle it. Okay, I guess we need to fucking Lord Apollyon's money. Goy, I owe this guy so many damn favours. Well, I'm about ready to hit something right now. They're taking my buddy. Archer's Bane windshield, yep. All looks good to me. What does this do again? Inspect. 1 food gain after any combat intake. No, okay. First time you complete a combat unharmed, add a blessing to the map. Alright, cool. Well, I am ready to hit something. After all my boys have been stolen away. Light weapons are recommended against thieves. Yeah, but it's anarchists, so. Let's get even on someone, even if these people aren't responsible. But I mean, they are the Thieves Guild. They're part of the guild. So, you know. That tangible connection means I'm going to hit them over the head very hard. What if they count as ranged? Oh, I've got 3 big lads. Fucking hell. Oh boy. Oh. It does do more damage on you. You do count as ranged. That's good. For me, that is. Not for you. Excuse me. Oh! Mate, you just got fucked up. Oh boy. Mind the biggin. Oh boy. Don't want anything toasted, thank you. I like my skin medium rare at best. Whoa. Hey, let me just kill these guys first, eh? Nice flames. Oh boy. I'm not going to do much, but just keep tapping until, whoa, one of them gets angry. You'll get angry. Whoa, close one. Another close one. And one of them's got a break. That's one. Thank you. That's two. Come on. Thank you. Ah, that's not fair. I'm still locked in the animation. I lost my blessing because of you. So now you can fucking die. There we go. Bah. These fucking blighty bastards taking swings when I'm trying to kill their friends. One at a time, please, ladies. One at a time. God damn. Having exploded and exploded, such bodies for anything useful. Oh, okay. Harvest blade or humble hammer. We've got loads of fate, so humble hammer's going to be pretty terrible. Reaping strike. Perform a powerful strike that causes 300% damage on a single target when activated. Gain +1 food if the target is defeated. What, do we just cut off its head and eat that? I'm taking that. That's pretty damn metal.
Power is ultimately the measure of any empire. This is a symbol of that power.
Fair play, I guess. Seems like a pretty fucked up weapon, but... you sit resting next to a river one afternoon when Theophilus' dark form rises slowly from the water and limps towards you. How's it going? He appears to be completely dry when he stops before you. Yeah, you're not, you know, evil. Mortals often contemplate their own doom existing in the light of the setting sun, but yours is more doomed than most. You should make some progress on your spell. Ask where he's helping you. Ha! I have offered to help you with no mention of reward for myself. Of course you are suspicious of my intent. He stares into the distance for a moment before saying, I have my own reasons for seeing a poor helpless soul escape from the clutches of the Lord of Evil. The next step is normally as difficult to achieve as obtaining a devil horn, but luck is with us again. The agent of your downfall has provided us with exactly what we need. He gestures and your skin begins to glow. To possess so many blessings is rare for a mortal. I shall add their power to the mix. Opens a small vial towards you, and with a sickening tug, you feel some part of you torn away. Okay, so what do I want to get rid of? Guardian Ninja is really useful. Steady heart. Huge failure is considered failure in precision gambits. Get rid of you. Fine Providence, add +1. Reroll your lowest dice, get rid of you. I've got to get rid of all of them. No, we keep Divine Providence. Because that means we can do really, really well on dice rolls. This will do nicely, Theophilus says with satisfaction as he seals the urn. Never lose hope, mortal, he calls as he returns to the river. The Dark One may still lose his prize yet.
Everything is a wager, but our difference is that we understand the game must have rules and definitions, if it is to bind.
You enter a tavern one evening just as a gang of soldiers rise angrily from a table, leaving a well-dressed civilian seated. You cheating son of a harpy, one of them yells. Gentlemen, please! I can't help it if Lady Luck has taken to me this fine evening. Nobody's that lucky, a soldier exclaims, drawing his sword. The other soldiers advance around the table. Chill out, guys. The unarmed man suddenly leaps from his chair and ducks behind you, saying, Mercenary, I implore you, I am a humble and honest merchant in need of aid. That's any fucking muskets. Save me from this band of treacherous thieves, fiends even, whom I have offended merely by playing a fairly number of games of chance, and I'll pay you with gold. It's our gold, Hansel. Well, I don't like the Empire, and I want to try out my reaping thing, so... Sorry, guys. But even if he is a thief, I really don't care. Besides, I'm a mercenary. I'm do it for gold. That's my job. We warned you, stranger. Yeah, you got muskets, mate. You're kind of shit. Hansel runs and hides behind his bench, his money banks clinking loudly as the battle begins. It's time to reap some muskets. Ooh, there it is. A harvest blade. The harvest has begun. Oh man, it's kind of terrifying. In times of chaos, farming implements are often turned into weapons. Some succeed so well they are not turned back. Oh. Get reaped, son. Fucking hell. Whoa! Fucking hell, man. Jesus H. Christ. You're fucking insane, dude. Oh, I hope I can get another one in. What's that? Ow. Damn it, I can't. So I just got to kill the old-fashioned way. I'm trying to... Buddy. There we go. This blade is awesome. Well, we reaped some Empire soldiers. Where's my damn gold? Having dealt with the threat of the vengeful soldiers, you turn to find a lucky Ansel lying still behind the bench, a northerner warrior crouched over him. A man who cheats has no honour, the northerner says matter-of-factly, sheathing his knife and hefting the merchant's money bags. He will not cheat me again. Northerner moves to exit the tavern, gold in hand. Oh wait.
Patience.
Oops.
Do not move too quickly, for haste breeds only failure.
Yeah, I moved too quickly. Well, we got to fight. He slips your fingers and escapes through a window. Fuck. An Empire captain arrives with a dozen men, and after briefing, soon pursues to leave the north. Yeah, soon leaves to pursue the northerner. Okay, let's just not tell them about the fucking. Whoops. Should have searched Hansel, I guess. Hey again. You say another of your friends is in peril? How fascinating. You relate some details to Colbjorn's situations. We live in dangerous times indeed, Polyon says, shaking his head. I see that you still bear the marks of battle yourself, he remarked, sending his butler for a healing potion. Fair enough, you didn't really need to do that. Explain that you do not have the ransom gold. I'd like to help if I may, he says earnestly. Would you mind terribly indulging me in another little game? If you win, then I'll give you the required gold to pay the ransom for your friend. No need to repay it, no strings attached. What is your angle, dude? If I win, then... shall we say you owe me a day's service? He suggests. I have business interests in the northern hills that require some important deliveries. As you know, the land is still rife with northerner warriors, despite the Emperor's claims. Excellent. Let's begin. Oh, shit. Yes. It's getting harder. Oh, no. Colbjorn! Luck is not with you today. Let's play again. If I win this round, then you must act as my personal bodyguard at the next Winter Solace Festival. Have to keep going until all the bullshit stacks up. Oh, fuck. You still lack the funds to retrieve your friend. I shall give you the gold and perhaps one day you'll be able to return the favour. Okay. I now owe you several favours. And then one food. I hope with that gold you get your friend back in one piece. Do visit again sometime and let me know how it went. Okay, I'm now in debt to the devil, I think.
Your allies, of course, help in times of trouble, but when the tables are turned...
You find yourself in the eastern district of the capital, approaching the markets. The Thieves' Guild will undoubtedly find you there and demand the ransom gold. Approach the markets. You enter into a wide courtyard filled with stalls and milling citizens. Within moments you are roughly drawn into a shady corner, protected from prying eyes by a variety of hanging carpets. Hello again, the cloaked woman begins brightly, her two beefy companions silently taking position on either side of you. How did it go? Are we saving any lives today? You hand over the sack of coins, which is promptly seized by one of the large men. Hope that wasn't too much trouble to get your hands on, the woman comments as the coins are counted. Eventually the man nods to the woman and the two men leave, taking the gold. No hard feelings, hey? It's just business, the woman smiles, drawing up her cloak. Suddenly she dashes away, vanishing behind a pile of rolled-up carpets. Afraid that you might have just been hoodwinked, you wander back through the crowds in time to see Colbjorn being thrown from a moving wagon. You paid them, he says, standing and brushing himself off. I owe you my life. No sweat, dude. Colbjorn relates his tale of capture and confinement by the guild. Strella wasn't with me when I was taken. I don't know what fate has befallen her.
One has to wonder why a sudden wave of carelessness has overtaken your allies.
A herald enters the marketplace and announces that Captain Estrella Fiore, traitor to the Empire, has been captured. She has been sentenced to death by the Emperor himself, the herald continues. Let her fate be an example to all who would consider defying his will. It won't work, interrupts the commoner. The more execution he hands out, the more the free people will rebel. The Emperor is cracking down on the lawlessness running rampant in the city, the herald responds. And you sound like a rebel yourself. Discreet inquiries lead you to learn that Australia is being held in a remote Empire stronghold, but nobody claims knowledge of where it is. Okay, so we've got to get there somehow. How will we rescue Australia if we cannot even find her? Ariadne asks in anguish. Of course. Of fucking course. Alright, we shall continue this dance with Lord Apollyon next time. So, thank you so much for watching. If you like my content, please do check out my other videos. And if you do, I shall see you there. Goodbye.